Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. The sun. I have no idea what this is, other than I see it's a fairly new trailer, and I see it has Hugh Jackman and Laura Dern in it. So, an actor and actress who I very much like. So let's just see what the sun is. I'll go up in the corner this time. And here we go.
What are you doing here?
Nicholas hasn't been to school in almost a month.
I wanted to ask, how are you? Has something happened? You realize the school is talking about expelling you. Can I live with you? You said you don't feel very close to people your age.
Your other son, he needs you as well. And you're at work all of the time.
Has he been able to talk about the divorce?
I've tried to be there for you. I've tried to give you strength. What's going on? Are you on drugs? You think you can just live your life doing whatever you feel like?
I don't know what's happening to me. I feel like a complete failure.
I wasn't there for him.
There used to be so much joy in our family.
You give these big speeches about life, and then you abandon us.
I have the right to reinvent my life!
Hello, son. You came to tell me what a good dad you are? What do you want? Applause?
It's my little boy. I can't give up on him.
And Anthony Hopkins. There you go. Okay. So let me collect my thoughts for a moment. That looks very interesting. Um, Now, all I say is it one of those things that would be like normally, yeah, I'm gonna go out to the theater and see this and everything. I don't know. I mean, it's something that does really look interesting to me. And again, the cast, I really like the cast. Definitely something on streaming or whatever, which of course competing with millions of other things. Um, but it's a story. It looks like it's a story about you know, obviously Hugh Jackman's character and Laura Dern's were married. They have a kid, and he left them for whatever reason. And I guess by what his son said, you make speeches about this and this, and then I guess, responsibility and living life a certain way, and then he leaves them. So kind of a hypocrite to be with this new woman, and they have a kid. Um, and I mean, real life. I mean, there are many cases of this of someone who, again, couple for whatever reason don't work out, um, be it mutual or one person being a jerk, mainly, like I said, leaving for another person or whatever. But and that's always can be difficult as it is. But again, when you have kids with somebody, and then to obviously, by what we're seeing here, he hasn't spent much time with his child, with his older son. And then, again, especially when they hear, if they find out you have another kid, that feeling of, okay, why did he leave me? And now he has this other kid. Um, and then there are things you delve into, or that child might delve into is like, okay, why was I not good enough? What's going on? And as he's a teenager, obviously, which he's going through changes and whatever. As I said, he hasn't been going to school, or they're talking about suspending him, I guess, because he's been doing something. And he's like, something's going on with me. I don't know. So it's just like this absentee father having to, and the kid acts to live with him too. So the question is, then what's going on with him and the mom? There's so many possible layers here. And then you have Anthony Hopkins, who I guess is his father, who was like, yeah, you are Father of the Year, you are not. So, which of course, in turn, a lot of times is a result of his father not being a good father. Um, yeah, like I said, it just looks like a very interesting, more obviously grounded, real life type story. And yeah, I, I don't, that's all I can really say. It looks really interesting, and as a child of divorce, who in my case, was kind of like cheering for it to happen, and or I think it should have happened a long time before it did. I, and having a father, which again I love my dad, now, I hated him for a long time, but excuse me, I'm rambling off into a little personal stuff here. Um, I get that, Now, to my knowledge, my father didn't have any other kids. I mean, he did get remarried and had stepkids and whatnot. But you know, I didn't have that, which I know other people do have that feeling of. Again, they have a half sibling, and there's like, okay, why was I not good enough, or whatnot. Um, and like I said, I was kind of like, good, go when you left. I think, whereas my brothers weren't. So I get kind of what I think is going on here. I can sympathize with it in certain respects, and again, I know many people who were children of situations like this. So yeah, like I said, it looks like a very interesting character setting. And again, like I said, you have Academy Award winner Hugh Jackman, you have Academy Award winner Laura Dern, Academy Award winner Anthony Hopkins. I mean, as they call it, you got a murderer's row right there. So yeah, looks very interesting. Um, hold on, When did it say this comes out? Do, do, do. Is there a date? No, it just says the Sun film. So I guess there's no date at the moment. I'm just kind of scrolling through it just to see if I missed something. Okay. Yeah, so, and what, Vanessa Kirby, where do I know her from? I'll have to look that up. But yeah, so you've got and I mean, so she's an Academy Award nominee, so obviously great actress. Like I said, she looks very familiar to me, so I'll have to look at that. But yeah, it just looks like a very possible, a very moving type story. So we will see. I guess whenever it comes out. But yeah, that is my reaction, my thoughts. As always, feel free to share, subscribe. Hopefully, give me a like if you like my content, and hit that little notification button if you are interested in knowing when I do post a lot other content, which is not a lot. You may get a little glot here and a little glot there, but it's not like continuous. I am nowhere near that yet. Um, but maybe one day. Who knows? Feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know, what did you think of the trailer for The Sun? How does it seem to you? I'd be interested if there are anyone who I guess could really relate to this, because it's something that reflects their life as well from what they can see from this. And like I said, just any other thoughts in general, anything you'd like to hear me comment on or ramble on about, is appreciated. And as always, thanks for watching.